Wait for people to join in. So it is officially recording. Hey everybody, Justin here from Justin Talks Puppets. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is our first time going live. Welcome to all you. And if you're watching this rebroadcasted version, welcome as well. Here's my dad Ray right here. You can see his hands and brim of his hat.
Hey, how you doing?
So he normally is my puppet builder, and I'm usually his assistant. And like always, he is very super talented with his hands and all the stuff he builds and makes. As he's a prop maker. So A Plush in Fluff, how you doing? They just joined the chat. Welcome, 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 and everybody else just joining in. Today we're going to be making a Elmo paper bag hand puppet, similar kind of like. Give me a minute. Similar to these that we've made in the past. Hey everybody, how's it going? How's it going, Puppet Chaos? How's it going, Julia? So here are some puppets that we made in the past, some paper bag puppets. We've made Mario. You can see there's Jeffy right there. Here's Mario. It's me, a Mario.
They have a little army.
Yep, of paper bag puppets. And there's so much more that we've made. We made Buzz Lightyear, Woody from Toy Story, Bugs Bunny,
John Cena, Gary V.
Deadpool. Here's Jeffy.
Not just cartoon people.
Yeah, real celebrities, actors and actresses, and then of course YouTube personalities and stuff like that. Can you sing Peaches as Pan Pan? If I can grab Pan Pan, yeah, Pan Pan will sing Peaches. Let's see. You guys saying ooh ah. So if you guys want to follow along at home, if you have a paper bag puppet or a paper bag puppet, if you have a paper bag, that's what I mean to say. You have a paper bag similar to this, and if you have construction paper, a set of markers, pens, or a pencil, feel free to follow along at home. If at any time you get lost or confused, feel free to ask questions. Also, this is going to be rebroadcasted, so definitely if there's something that you miss or a step that you miss, you can always go back and rewatch once this is officially rebroadcasted here on YouTube. Thank you guys for joining in, and we're about to begin. My dad has actually got a tablet right here. I don't know if you guys see it right here. So he's looking up pictures of Elmo. This is kind of how we do it. We look up pictures and stuff like that of said character to make sure that, we're not off or anything like that. And then he has a set of red. That's not construction paper, Dad. What is that again?
Cardstock.
Cardstock.
And you can see we got a whole
slew of cardstock,
which you can get at Walmart for really, really cheap.
Yep.
We're trying to do everything cheap. As you can see, this is from Walmart. Not like we're not sponsored by Walmart, but
yeah,
not like but that's where everything is cheap.
Yeah.
And then you need Elmer's glue.
Yep, Elmer's glue. Julia says cool.
The school glue.
Yep.
It could be purple. It could be whatever.
Pretty much you can get glue from the Dollar Tree if you really wanted to.
Pretty much. Well, yeah, that might be interesting.
Yeah, but and then if you go on the affordable route, and then here's a set of Sharpies. And what Sharpies do is they help highlight certain areas, the accents of certain characters. I don't think with Jeffy.
Well, we could have done it.
Yeah, but you did it with here. With Mario, you did a lot of accents.
You definitely. Well, we learned actually.
See,
we along.
So there's like lines here,
accents,
bunch of lines here. So yeah. But definitely shout out. Let us know where you're watching from today. We would love to know where the live is reaching, and comment below letting me know what is your favorite Sesame Street character. Jeffy. Yep. That was a really bad impression, but yep. You got it. We have multiple others. If you guys kind of during this want to see any other ones that we've made, like I said, we made Buzz Lightyear. We've made Bugs Bunny. We haven't done Mickey Mouse. We've done Kermit the Frog. We've done Gonzo the Great. We've done Gonzo. We've done multiple others. I have a whole box right here. We've done Timmy Turner. We've done Mr. Krabs. We've done Squidward. We've done Bob Ross. We've done. Here's the genie from Aladdin. Can you make a Big Bird one? You know what? Maybe on the next live. We could, yeah. Today we're only making one. And what you guys voted on, as I did a poll, you guys said you wanted Elmo. So we'll start with Elmo, and then maybe in the coming weeks we'll see where that leads. If you guys really like this one, then maybe we can do more leading up to it. But yeah, so there's Genie from Aladdin. So there's the Genie, and then we have SpongeBob SquarePants. Here he is right here. I don't know, his arm's kind of bent. But yeah. SpongeBob. Looks like you're
I
wearing.
think he's ready to hold something and tell somebody a
Right.
joke.
And then we have, like I said, we made Timmy Turner from the Fairly Odd Parents. My dad is also, because my girlfriend is a big Ed and Eddie fan, he's also made.
My sister helping her. She actually made him. I actually helped her.
Oh yeah.
Just to show her the ropes.
It was a team effort. And then here's Kermit the Frog. There's Kermit. Hey, Kermit the Frog here. And Gonzo, like I said, I have a whole box to the right of me. If we have time. Can you make Big Bird 1? Yeah, like I said, we'll see. We'll see if we can get to. Oh, you're watching from Lebanon. Wow.
Sweet.
Cool.
I think it's the furthest we've ever listened.
Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. I hope it's not too late or too early for some of you. But again, you can always watch this on rebroadcast. So, Dad, you want to explain how you're starting this?
Yeah, pretty much what you do is you get your paper bag. And then we can cheat now because we have a Cricut, but we're not going to do that. We like to do the stuff old school method.
And when he means Cricut, he doesn't mean like an old school the game Cricut.
Yeah,
he means like
it's a sticker cardboard cutting thing. It's actually phenomenal, and it would probably be half the way through. But we like to do it old school. We like to do it, piece by piece. So everything you see is being sketched out. I mean, this is the harder way. You have to have a little bit of artistic
Patience.
flair and patience, whatever. But even if you don't, you can get used to it. You do it enough, you get used to it.
Yep.
So what you do is get a paper bag, and you can see Elmo's head. I don't know if you can see it. He's kind of got like an oval. So you want to do this. You want to kind of sketch it out. There's no right or wrong to this thing. You just got to figure where his mouth is at. And you want to do he's got kind of like a football head kind of thing. Kind of like, go like this, sketch it out.
You guys can see he's doing it very, very light. Let's see.
Work within your parameters, your cardboard. It's just sketched out by hand is all it is. Just trying to get the parameters where it should be at.
Of where the head's gonna go.
Yeah. I think this one, right? Yeah, probably cool.
Well, my favorite Sesame Street character are Elmo, Bert, and Ernie, and more. And my favorite Muppets from the Muppets are Robin the Frog, Frog, and the Muppet Phones, and Manamana, and the Snoots. Manamana.
You guys can see it, but you get the rough shape. Almost looks like some weird cartoon.
See?
It looks at Ed and
So
Moe's.
this is it does look like Ed and Moe's hair, but this is gonna be Elmo's head.
Yeah. So you just kind of sketch it out. Fit the side.
But no, it's awesome. Those are all amazing and very, 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 very. Some popular, some not so popular. But hey, if those are some of your favorites, hey, those are.
You do what you like.
Those are pretty cool. I would agree that those are some cool favorites.
You don't have to have just because someone doesn't like something doesn't like. I always tell people, if you like crappy movies, you can like them. I like the Green Lantern with Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds didn't like the Green Lantern, so you can like whatever you like, whatever
Yeah.
whatever cosplay you do. If people don't get it, that's their problem. You just do you.
Yep.
And you have fun.
Yep.
That's the most important thing about that. Life's too short to go by what other people say.
So now he's getting ready to cut out.
So now we're cutting the head. There we go. And then we're gonna go along this line. Remember, it's all sketched. So you can always re-go over it, but just want to make sure it fits. And what I did was too. So you gotta see this. I know you can see it, but the square outline of the bag, just so you know where it fits. You're gonna flip this around so you don't see the drawing part. But yeah.
And it ends up looking kind of something like this. So that's what he's doing right now. Just the top portion head of the character.
Like I said, we always trim it out. Like if it looks kind of weird, but there you go.
But yeah. And that's.
I'm going to make it a little smaller.
Yeah, that's going to be
ginormous head. Yeah,
the top portion of it.
So we're going to trim it.
And with every puppet, it's always trial and error. We never get it exactly right in the first go
You're
around.
working it within a square frame thing, so you want to get it as close to the character as possible, without,
deviating too much.
Yeah.
I hope you guys can see pretty well. I'm trying to make sure that it's all going to plan.
Well, you got Lebanon. I know I was in Saudi Arabia. I was in the Marine Corps. Lebanon right now I don't think is too cool. because if I'm not mistaken, it's in the desert, just like Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, so it's probably a lot of heat, I would imagine.
I don't like the heat. That's probably why I don't like the heat. Because.
But see, that's why we can't complain here in California because we are not in.
I try not to complain.
I mean, we're technically in the desert, but we're technically not in the desert. So when is Sam and Wood are coming back? Do you mean Pigwood? So I take it that you've been a follower for a very long time because yeah, to us that is old school. Sam the Ham has been actually in multiple shorts that I've done on TikTok and Instagram. Pigwood is actually retired. I've retired him now, but I can always, not saying I can't bring him back. I can always bring him back. What would you like to see with Sam and Pigwood? I'm always curious to see what people want to see. Yeah, we definitely have to refurbish him because he's seen better days. But yeah, guys, no. So also, if you can do me a favor, let me know too what other paper bag puppets you would like to see us make. We definitely won't be able to get to it today, but just for the future, comment letting me know what are some other characters. They don't have to be puppet related. They could be cartoon related. They could be
human beings.
No, because I believe we've done a live of us creating SpongeBob as well. So I'll have to put a link in the rebroadcast to have you guys go check that out too of us making the SpongeBob.
Now what you want to do is now we got the top head part. You pretty much gonna go like this and make the mouth.
So he cut it out. He cut out a rectangle piece, and he's getting ready to make the mouth.
So again, more sketching.
Yep.
Look at your subject. Who you got? Elmo.
And he's getting ready to make this bottom portion, right here. This part. I don't know if you guys can see that. Not this, but this little looks like a house roof piece. Saw some more comments. Let me go check them out. Let's see.
Kind of sketch it, and then.
Justin, what do you think about Chuck E. Cheese? Well, hey Wyatt, welcome. Chuck E. Cheese. I remember going there a ton when I was a little kid and into my teen years. I went there with a lot of cousins and family members. I had a lot of fun. I had a blast, and then so much so that I actually ended up working at Chuck E. Cheese for a time.
For a minute.
When I was in my sophomore year of high school, it was fun. I got to. I don't know if they don't really follow the rules of Disney, where if anybody is into being a costume character, they say that they're friends with the character. But yeah, I guess you say I was friends with Chucky, or I ended up being Chucky for a time, huh?
Yeah, that's a bottom joke.
Yeah, it's a bottom joke. So here's the line that he decided to draw, kind of lining it up like his chin area, and then now he's gonna cut that out. So we're looking at again a photograph on the tablet right here, getting the top of the head and the mouth to the best that we can. But yeah, no, I mean, how about you guys? What have some been your experiences? You know what? That'd be a cool paper bag puppet. Chuck E. Cheese would be cool. I think that's what you meant. I'm gonna hope that's what you meant. Probably the paper bag puppet would have been Chuck E. Cheese. That'd be kind of cool to make a Chuck E. Cheese paper bag puppet. But yeah, no, it was I would say it was very fun to work there. You're never bored. And yeah, I don't know if you guys follow a YouTube channel called Comfort Cartoons. He just went there in his area. They have a retro Chuck E. Cheese, and I guess they're getting ready to refurbish it. And yeah, he was showing that they have a bunch of different old school from like the 90s going into 2000s stuff. They said, nah, we don't have a desert in Lebanon.
Oh, cool. Good. Because that's not fun.
They don't have to worry about, like us, with the heat bearing down on our...
That's a beautiful thing.
Yep, he's just baking. You feel like you're in an oven.
Yeah, it's not good.
It's not fun.
So this is pretty much almost...
Julie, you said, I didn't know that. I know I said a lot, but I hope I said something cool that you didn't know. And thank you guys for watching. Really, really appreciate it. But yeah, we would love to do Chuck E. Cheese would be another one. If you have any other ideas for a paper bag puppet, again, we probably won't be getting to that today because the live will be forever long. And we know you guys got other things to do, other places to be, other places to go, especially for a Friday. What are some fun stuff that you guys like to do on the weekend? I would love to know. What state do you live in? We're located in Cali. In Cali, Southern California. It's fun, but it's also very warm here today. That's why you're probably hearing the fan in the background. We try to stay cool, not trying to run the air conditioning like crazy, but it is what it is. Speaking of staying cool, what do you guys' favorite ice cream flavor? Mine is mint chocolate chip. How about you, Dan?
Oh, anything with peanut butter and chocolate.
Can't go wrong. Cannot go wrong. And we are the only place in the Middle East that don't have a desert.
Well, cool.
Yeah, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. I hope you guys have at
Unless you
least,
like the heat.
yeah, at least if you guys have some type of ocean or lake next to you, then at least that brings some type of breeze. Because when the sun is, like I said, is bearing down on you, it's not fun. It is not fun at all. But yeah, guys, let me know too. What are some up and coming videos that you would like to see from me? Are you guys puppet fans? Are you cartoon fans? I know San Diego Comic-Con is going on right now. Unfortunately, we would not be attending it, but I know a lot of people that love cartoons and things like that are there, and people are cosplaying and doing their due.
Our friends are there.
Yeah, a lot of people that we know are there right now, checking out the sights and sounds. I saw Butch Hartman, who's the creator of Fairly Odd Parents, is there yesterday and is there today, and he's signing autographs, and he's the creator of Danny Phantom, Fairly Odd Parents, Tough Puppy, Bunsen is a Beast, a bunch of other ones. But I even got to show him that we made Timmy. I think it'd be cool maybe to one day, if my dad's okay with it, maybe give this to him.
Good, yeah.
Or have him, take a picture with it or something like that. That'd be kind of cool, just seeing his reaction to it. But yeah, no, definitely big, as you see, cartoon fans here. So now what he's doing is he's getting ready to, he's sketching out the nose, Elmo's nose. Elmo has a very orange nose, very teardrop-shaped nose.
And when you guys do this stuff, if you want to save as much money as possible, so we save the scraps. So right now I'm trying to use a scrap. If that doesn't work, then I guess we'll have to just cut another sheet.
As you see right here,
I hate, but
there's a bunch of scraps and stuff.
Small scrap. I mean, obviously some scraps you just can't keep because you can't use them for anything.
No.
That'd be kind of crazy.
But yeah. But I appreciate it so much that a lot of people are fans of a lot of my original characters, like Pan Pan, Skippy, Sam the Ham, Pigwood, all that stuff. I appreciate it. We love Pan Pan. There should be a movie of Pan Pan. Thank you so much, Wyatt. I appreciate it. Yeah.
We have some friends that do movie stuff, so maybe if they're listening.
Yeah, that'd be cool if we can have a Pan Pan movie. What do you think the movie should be about? Any suggestions? Definitely, it would have to involve cookies, but what would be the plot of the movie for Pan Pan? Look at that. Nose right on Elmo.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Cool.
Cookies. Yep. Definitely the whole movie is just about him trying to find a cookie.
And maybe he meets up a Cookie Monster.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
I think a Cookie Monster cameo would be cool. I think if Pan Pan got to meet Cookie Monster alone, that'd be cool. Do you think the Muppets should return to making a movie again? Sammy, welcome. That is a great question. I want to say that Muppets Mayhem did pretty good, and I know that was a series, it wasn't a movie. I would love to see them come back and do another movie. I think it'd be great. I don't know if I would want, to be honest, Kermit. I met Matt Vogel. He's a very talented puppeteer, and he was super nice to me. But I think as far as him being Kermit at the moment, I think that might be a little dicey. But outside of that, I love to see anything Muppet related return. If they just keep it fun and Muppet fan friendly and not make it weird, then I think it'll be a good thing. How about you guys? What type of would you guys love to see the Muppets return for what would this be, like their third installment as far as being with Disney, doing a movie with Disney? I wonder if
they've done a lot of movies.
Right? Okay, well, hey, Puppet Chaos. Puppet Chaos said that a cookie murder mystery with Pan Pan.
That would be interesting.
That'd be pretty funny. Like a version of, if you don't know if you guys seen the old school movie Clue.
That would be actually good.
I think that'd be kind of cool. Like Clue, but with Pan Pan.
And you have random
stuff happen.
Puppets show up.
I wonder if Pan Pan drank the Grimace shake with his cookies. Can you picture that? You know what? Unfortunately, I had planned to do that, and we had just missed the opportunity of getting a Grimace shake. So I think that was definitely a missed opportunity on my part. But I did have Pan Pan react to Santa drinking a Grimace shake with cookies. So yes, I think Pan Pan, if given the opportunity, he would have done that. Hey, Rylan, how you doing? Hey, Ben, how you doing, man? Welcome, everybody watching. Hey, Justin, what do you think? Why do you think they replaced Kermit's original actor? So, Sammy, if you've been on the interwebs or if you know the inside baseball, pretty much Steve Whitmire had worked with the Muppets, took over for, replaced Jim's Kermit, Jim Henson's Kermit, and because Jim was getting ready to handpick Steve, as Steve heard through the grapevine, and then once Jim had passed, unfortunately, rest in peace to Jim Henson, Steve took over. Yeah, that's great. As I'm knocking down the camera, so now as you see, he's making his eyeball. What do you guys think in the comments? Do you think the eyeball should be more rounded, or do you think that's perfect? To me, it looks perfect.
You look perfect. We're good.
So everybody in the comments, I see guys, he's just tracing it out, and
yeah, because it's easier.
Pretty easy.
Before I used to sketch both eyeballs out, then I'm like, why am I doing that for?
Right.
Just what you do is you already have one.
He already has a pattern, so why not just trace the other eye like he's doing now, and then he'll cut it out and place it right there next to the thing. Yeah, it looks good, Rylan says.
Cool.
And a bunch of people. So, so with Steve Whitmire, long story short, I think they replaced him because he said no to some things probably that they wanted him to do. He said, and he even said that too, because he said no to a lot of things and changes they were doing to the Muppets, they ended up changing it with Matt. Do I think Matt was the perfect option? No. Do I feel like they rushed Matt in there? Yes. But that's just my own personal opinion. So, Mr. Benji said looks great. But what do you think about Matt Vogel's current voice? I'm not a fan. I am not a fan of that voice.
Uncle Dudley?
Yeah, Deadly, Uncle Deadly. He does Uncle Deadly very well. I don't know if you guys noticed this. If you're a Muppet fan and you know all the inside baseball, any character that Matt Vogel voices, when it's low voiced, he does it. It's great, right? Anybody who has a higher voice, like a Kermit the Frog, like a Big Bird, like a trying to think who else, but anybody who has a higher voice, it seems like he has a tougher time. And I can imagine it's challenging. It's not easy. It's easy to sit behind a screen or a camera and criticize someone. But when you have to actually go out now and try your best to mimic, I do understand that is very difficult. That's very tough. And no one is going to be Jim Henson. No one's going to be Steve Whitmire. I mean, look, even Steve Whitmire's Kermit wasn't perfect, and with trying to mimic someone's voice is challenging. But at the same time now, when you are kind of, picked by the company to take over, you kind of want to stick in those guidelines of the character. Don't deviate. Don't try to, you can still make it your own, but within staying with those guidelines. And I feel like because he's even gone on record trying to say that he's trying to do his own kind of Kermit thing, it's kind of not been the greatest. So, sorry guys, let me get to the rest of these comments here. Sammy T says, what are your thoughts on Super Mario Logan, or SML as they're now called because Nintendo saved them for using their characters and have to report using their crappy human puppets that nobody likes. So here's the deal with that. With SML, I think their videos are always funny, and I think what they make is hilarious. Even for myself, when you're getting into the realm of using other companies' copyrighted characters, especially on the internet, you're taking a chance. You're taking a big, big, big chance, and if a company feels like you're using that character in a very negative, very what would you say that? Very
swearing with the puppet, doing all sorts of stuff that the puppet wouldn't do.
In a very negative way, or not just a puppet, just any character in general.
Exactly.
The company's not going to take that too nicely. They're not going to be like, oh, this is great. Because, they feel like you're doing a disservice to that character, and now you're trying to not only be them, but you're trying to, I don't know, shed a bad light on a character that was not meant for that in the first place. So, I get why he had to change. I know a lot of people don't agree with it, but when you're kind of forced to change and you really don't have any other option, it's either continue making videos or stop completely and don't make anything at all. And I know a lot of you guys that watch me also watch SML, and I know a lot of you would not want him to stop making videos. And if you're not a fan of, at the time it was called Super Mario Logan, but now it's just SML. If you have time to look it up on YouTube, they make, like I said, a lot of funny content. Some content a lot of people don't agree with if you are more sensitive to certain jokes and stuff like that. And if you can't take a joke, I suggest don't watch it. But if you like comedy and you think certain things are funny and, you just take your thinking cap off and have a good time, it's not bad. But as far as the way he's had to go about stuff, I tip my hat to him because, it's not easy to start over from scratch. Your dad's fantastic with puppets, says...
Thank you, whoever you are. Thank you.
I want to make sure I'm pronouncing your name wrong, so I'm sorry if I pronounce anybody's name incorrectly. I want to say it's Ali, like Muhammad Ali. Ali.
Oh, Prince Ali from
Yeah, Aladdin.
from Aladdin.
Wyatt says, "Oops, I just made his voice." Oh, no worries. No, no, no. You're good. You're all good. Yeah, like I said, Matt's um voice is interesting. I'm not a fan, but other people are. You know, and his Kermit will be the new Kermit for a newer generation. Yeah. That was my thoughts too. Sorry guys if I'm behind on the chat. I'm still trying to see everybody's comments. Well, we all probably love it. That's what I always say. So yeah, but yeah, no, that's great question, guys. If you have more Muppet questions, I would love to answer them. If you have more questions about my characters, I would love to answer them. If you guys want to know some behind the scenes or anything like that, I would love to answer your questions. What studio did you go to? If you mean the Muppet Studio, it's the Jim Henson Studios in LA. I was a kid actor for a time, and I worked on a very short-lived web series by Disney and the Jim Henson Company called The Possibility Shop, where it was almost like, if you're familiar with the old school show on Plus Disney called Out of the Box, it was kind of like that, but more character-based, and it was scripted. And it was fun because I got hired on to play a character called Spy Boy, and I was kind of like this spy character who would pop up and help with creative arts and crafts, kind of like what we're doing now. Where are the one-eyed puppet and panda you made all... Wait, what? Where are the one-eyed puppet and panda who made all by yourself? I'm kind of new to this channel and I don't really know that much. So I just want to know if that's all right. Yeah, Sammy. So Bloob was made not just by me alone. My super talented dad right here, as you kind of see him to the corner of the screen. He helped me make Bloob. Bloob we created and made for a web series that was created and made by me and another acquaintance of mine. And we ended up making Bloob from scratch. So Bloob is a one-eyed alien. A lot of people want to call him Blob or Boob or whatever they try to call him. But Bloob, B-L, the third O is silent, B-L-O-O-O-B, was made by us. And then the panda was not made by us. That is a folk Manus puppet that was sent to me. And they were having trouble selling him. So they asked me to review him. And then he ended up turning into this whole character. That does look more like. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Wyatt says, shout out to your dad. My dad helps me too.
Oh, cool. That's how it should be.
Yep, a well-oiled machine.
Yep.
Okay,
cool. Now we get that done. Yeah, that part's good. So we're going to put this off to the side.
So, yeah, guys, I don't know if you kind of saw. Sorry for kind of going off track here, but if you kind of saw what he was doing as we were talking, he cut out a white piece of paper, drew circles, cut it out on a white piece of paper, got the other circle so you wouldn't have to worry about making another eye and making sure it was the same length and everything else. Traced it, cut that pattern out, and then he did the same thing with the black oval shaped pieces and put these on there. So just keeping everybody up to speed. Again, this will be rebroadcasted. I would love to see you guys actually make your own Elmo. And please, if you're not following me, follow me at Justin Talks with an S, Puppets with an S on Instagram and or TikTok. And I would love to see, I would love to see pictures of you guys creating your own Elmo paperback puppet. All right. I apologize about, I got to get to the comments. Here we go. Justin, I got a new puppet, which is a turtle puppet that I got on my vacation. Oh, cool. Hey, congrats, Ben. I'm glad you got back from vacation. Looks like you had a very, very fun time. So I hope you got some video footage from that you're going to be sharing with us all pretty soon. That's cool. What are your thoughts on Puppet Nerd? Puppet Nerd. That would be Adam, right? Yeah. No, I think Adam makes amazing puppets. He's a super talented puppeteer and builder. And if you want to know anything else as far as making certain puppets or converting a stuffed animal into a puppet, which we have done, I definitely recommend. I couldn't recommend him no more. I know he also has a book out. And actually, while we're doing all this, the National Puppetry Conference, I think it is, or convention, is going on as we speak. And I believe that's happening in Maryland right now. So you can look it up and if you just Google like National Puppetry Conference or convention, I believe it's going. It's going on. It's been. I think it's for like a week. They have it going on for a whole week. So I unfortunately am not able to fly out to Maryland because I live in California, and I didn't know about it till the last minute. But I do believe that you can still buy tickets to virtual panels that they're having. So you said, when was Bloob made? Bloob was made back in
Wow.
2012,
I think so. Yeah,
and he is a copyrighted character. By another production company that we went with. If you type in Bloob the Alien on YouTube, you'll probably see the original web series that we did. So Bloob is pretty much an alien who comes from outer space to observe and learn about the human race. He ends up crash landing his spaceship by accident into a character named Brody's pool. And what happens is, because his spaceship, what for his aircraft that he traveled on, from a planet called Candu, it ended up shriveling up, and it looks like tinfoil. So now he has to figure out a way how to get back to his own planet, and then without being caught by the FBI and stuff like that. So that's the premise of Bloob's web series. But as far as him as a character, he's just a crazy alien that loves to react and talk to humans and learn about the human race and have jokes and very smart mouthy, and that's pretty much the character. What are your thoughts on the Scooby-Doo show that nobody mentions or talks about? Velma. I think we should continue that trend of not talking about it. It's kind of like Lord Voldemort, the he who should not be named or he who you should not talk about. Yeah, we just won't talk about that. Because, yeah. Oh, yeah, the same. Yeah. Oh, yeah, the same year Jerry Nelson died, unfortunately. 2012? Oh, yeah. 2012. Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, I was connecting the dots in my brain of what you meant, but apologies. But yeah, no. So as you see now, he's getting ready to make the body of Elmo, and he kind of sketched all that out. So what he did is he placed the paper bag on the sheet of paper, and then kind of drew the sides of it to create the body. So as you can see here, he's getting ready to cut the body out. And just making sure that it's lined up perfectly, so it's not too big. Elmo doesn't look fat.
He's got a little bit of a butt. So
a little bit of a butt. A little bit. What is your first puppet? Ooh, great question. My first puppet actually was a sock puppet that, once again, my dad helped me make when I was in kindergarten because I had a school project that I had to do, and I made a sock puppet version of me. We're big New York Yankees fans, so if anybody's a baseball fan out there, we're fans of the Yankees. And so yeah, we seriously, it's like I wish I could pop up a picture. If I can find that picture, I would definitely post it on Instagram. But that was my very first puppet. Today's my last day of vacation here in North Carolina because we're leaving to go home. Oh, cool. What are you guys doing out there in North Carolina? Would hope something fun and cool. What is your? Hang on. I'm trying to find it. Live chat keeps disappearing. What is the first sock puppet's name? So my first sock puppet was a version of me, so I guess it was the Justin puppet. What is your next Muppet replica? Ooh, that's a good question. We would like, and when I say we, I mean me and my dad, we would like to create a Fozzie Bear puppet. We think that'd be a cool attempt, and I'm actually looking at several patterns off of Project Puppet that I want to buy. And would try to attempt to make a Fozzie Bear puppet. And I know you can actually get the fabric from Joanne's Fabrics, thanks to another puppet builder friend of ours called, his company's called Inside My Brain Comedy, but if anybody's familiar with Avery Jones, he was Slappy in the Goosebumps movies, voice and puppeteered Slappy. And then, so he made his own Fozzie, and that's how he found the fur. So that would be the next goal, is to try to see if we can make Fozzie. My first puppet was a sock puppet as well, but my first Muppet-style puppet was a puppet using Adam Krutinger's patterns. Nice. Very cool. Yeah, you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong with Adam. You can't go wrong with Project Puppet. And it's definitely hands-on. They guide you, so you won't make mistakes. Bloob, unfortunately, was kind of a we're winging it type of deal. So I will admit, he didn't come out too bad for just winging it. But he definitely has to he has to be
get a facelift,
rebuilt, because it's about time. I'm familiar with Avery. Cool. Do you have other folk Manus puppets? Yes, I do. I have a wolf. I have a duck. I have a moose, a tree, like a court gesture guy. I have a dinosaur. A lot of the folk Manus puppets that I have are actually from thrift stores. If any of you guys out there are just starting with puppetry or you want to become a puppeteer, my suggestion is definitely go to your local good store, Goodwill or Goodwill or Savers Thrift or whatever thrift store you have out in your area. I would definitely go there because not only could you take a stuffed animal, as Adam shows in one of his videos, you can take a stuffed animal and convert it into a puppet, but you can also find like a lot of good store-bought puppets at a thrift store for very cheap. I ended up finding, speaking of SML, I ended up finding a lot of the Melissa and Doug puppets. So like the firefighter, which to you guys, if you're familiar with SML, would better be known as Brooklyn T. Guy or Chef Pee Pee. I found those, and I actually posted a video of that as a short not too long ago, showing that I actually found those. I found a Folkmanis hippopotamus that was actually used on NCIS as Bert the farting hippo. I also made a short video about that. So I found those at thrift stores, and those are just a few that I've actually shown on video. I actually found a lot more. So again, guys, if you're just starting out and you're like, I don't want to spend all this money, 100 to 200 to 300 to 500.
We don't do that.
No. The only time that I spent at least, I think, 200 to 300 on a puppet was I bought my version of a Kermit replica puppet. And that's how much I spent. When you see characters like Chad the Wolf, if you're familiar with that character on my channel, that was gifted to me by a puppeteer named Johnny Watts, who didn't know what else to do with that puppet. So he actually gifted me, and it was actually made by a puppeteer who I believe lives in Mexico. I believe he lives in Mexico. But yeah, I could be wrong. So anyway, so as you see, he cut the body out and he ended up gluing the paper bag and then stuck this paper to the paper bag.
There we go. There's his body.
Yep. So now Elmo's body is on. So I hope this is making sense. Please let us know if it's looking good, if it's making sense on how to go about doing it. I know a lot of people want to know how to make these. Are you excited to see Freddy Fazbear characters made by the Jim Henson Company? I am super excited about that. I think it's the coolest thing ever, and I think that is a very smart decision on whoever is doing the new Five Nights at Freddy's movie, whoever studio is producing it. I know a lot of stuff is on hold right now due to the writer's strike, but when that gets cleared out, then yeah, I think that is cool that we get to see those characters being made by the Jim Henson Company. And I don't think I would want anyone else to make them because Jim Henson Company knocks stuff out of the park. They also helped with making things like, believe it was a stunt dog for the Scooby-Doo movies. So they did that. They did like Beethoven. They had like a stunt character. They've done, if you remember the movie in the early 2000s, Cats and Dogs. They made characters for that. The live action Country Bear, Jamboree the Country Bears, they made that. So yeah, that movie, that looks awesome. The trailer looks awesome. Justin, can you do a little favor for your great buddy William? Can you find out what happened to the pajamas next Tuesday, buddy? Okay, probably back to me on Monday. Thanks. So William, I appreciate it. I would love to cover the pajamas. The last time I saw those puppet characters, they were actually on display at the Skirball Museum in LA, right? And so that's the last time I saw them. As far as their whereabouts now, I do not know. And I just want to let a lot of you guys know out there, I appreciate everyone, you guys suggesting me what puppet shows and characters you would like to see me to find of today. I just want to throw out a disclaimer out there that it's not easy finding where these guys are at. So if it does take me some time, or if I tell you, like, hey, great idea, I'll get back to you on that, it's because it does take me time. Unfortunately, I wish I had all these puppeteers and these puppet builders and the creators of these shows on speed dial. I don't. So it just takes time waiting for those people to get back with me. It takes time to, contact people and make the right connections and then find all that out. So thank you. I just want to say thank you all for being so patient with me with certain characters that I don't find out. So as far as setting time limits, dates, and everything like that on when to have a video out with certain Where Are Those Puppets Today, I try not to do that because it takes me time to do the research and to, present you guys with a really good video. Do you have a Cookie Monster puppet? I do. I have one of those store-bought Cookie Monsters that's like a little hand puppet. So yeah, I do. I actually do have one of those. And I actually found him at a Savers thrift store as well for like, I want to say, what, $4 maybe?
It wasn't that expensive.
Or maybe
if you know what to look for.
Maybe cheaper.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your awesome. Thank you, Wyatt. Thank you for being awesome, and I appreciate all you guys for watching. Again, if I don't make a lot of where are they at now puppet videos, it's because, like I said, it just takes so much time. You can even ask my dad. He's
Well,
just
the thing is, you want to get the research correct. You don't just want to throw something up there,
right,
and all the facts are wrong.
right. So that's why if it does take me time, and again,
And you're verifying your sources.
a lot of these characters and the puppets that were built were made like 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 40 years ago. So, you know, trying to find them unless they're really on display, like Fraggles and Muppets are pretty easy to find. When it comes to something that's very, very, very obscure and you can't find it at all, that is difficult. You know, and I've talked to people in the puppet community, I've asked other puppeteers. Like, to be honest with you guys, the Wubbless World of Dr. Seuss puppets, I've asked Bruce Lanoil, who's a puppeteer that worked on that show. I've asked other puppet builders and people that worked on that show, and everyone has kind of gave me the shoulder shrug, saying we have no clue where those puppets are at. So if that video does not come out, that is why, along with several other videos. And two, I want to make sure that I also find interest in what I'm talking about, so the video is not boring for you guys. Do you still had that sock puppet, Justin? Unfortunately, I don't. We threw it away because at the time, I didn't think I was going to be a puppeteer or have any interest in puppetry. And you know, when you're a kid, you go through in and out of multiple hobbies and things like that. So honestly, I wish I would have kept that, but unfortunately, I didn't. But we do have a picture of it somewhere. So if I find it, I'll definitely be sure to post it on my Instagram. If you guys could do me a follow, if you guys do me a favor, please go follow me at Justin Talks Puppets on Instagram. And if you guys have any other friends or family members that would love to know how to make their own paper bag ELMO, definitely invite them to this live. I would love to chit chat and talk to people. Have you seen Jack's Big Music Show? It's actually a puppet show with music. I actually have seen Jack's Big Music Show, and I remember when that was on. Great show. And once again, I'll have to find also where those puppets are at as well. If let's see, if you made Cookie Monster bag puppet, use huge googly eyes. Yeah, that'd be cool. That would be cool. So again, is that something what you guys would like to see? Maybe next Friday. Would you guys comment letting me know, would you guys like to see more of this? Do you guys like this? Where I can interact with you, we can talk, and then we can talk about how you make it, the puppet, and then we can just talk all things puppetry and just fun stuff. Let's see, but that's a great idea. The googly eyes, that would look awesome. What is your favorite Marvel and DC movie? Ooh, Marvel would have to be anything Spider-Man. I'm a huge Spider-Man fan, and as far as DC, I'm a big Batman fan. How about you, Dad?
Pretty much Deadpool. And Batman.
There you go. How about you guys? What's your favorite Marvel and DC character? Hey, Justin, I'm 9. How old are you? Well, I'm in my 20s, so it's a big difference. But you know what, though? When you're doing stuff like this, we're just all big kids at this time now. We're just big kids. So Julia says, yeah. Cool. Yes. Cool. Well, we'll definitely try to keep it up. Give me a thumbs up in the chat if all this is making sense on how you make one of these. But again, this is going to be on rebroadcast, so wherever you guys don't catch on to right now, it'll be available also on the rebroadcast.
And you can always private message or DM or whatever.
Yep, and if you're like, hey, Justin, I need help with this, or maybe your dad can give me some pointers on what to do, I look up to you. I appreciate that, White. Thank you so much. And
if you have any questions now about what I'm doing, because I know we're not talking, because I'll just keep on going.
As soon as you said I got Puppet Jack in my head, what are your thoughts on Disney's Wish, and do you think Disney is still a great animation studio? I actually haven't heard of Disney's Wish, so that's something new to me. I don't know what that is. Yeah, Disney's going through some interesting...
They lost away for a minute. They'll be back.
They're going through some interesting waters. That's all I'll say. Hey, Justin, one more thing. I found some behind the scenes of the Pajanimals. I just saying see you on Tuesday. Okay, that's great. Cool. Thank you. I'll probably use it in the video. So yeah, guys, as you see, he ended up gluing now the top portion of Elmo's head to the top portion of the paper bag. So like this flappy part, which you probably should have mentioned. Yeah, so on this part.
What you're going to do, too, before I get too
So
crazy.
this is like the mouth, and this is the top of the head.
So what you're going to do, too, is you're going to cut. I pre-cut it, but you're going to cut here.
Hold on a little bit. Down, there. Show it again. You're
going to cut. There's a natural line. Actually, I'll get a little Sharpie. You're going to cut on this line right here. Like that. And when you open the bag up, you're going to cut You're gonna cut. Can you see it?
Yeah, you see it.
You're gonna cut right
There. On the side, right? Side, and that's the other side.
You can see it. It's right because
where the bag kind of creases at.
So it looks like that.
Yeah. And the reason why you're not gonna cut it fully off, you're just gonna cut into it a little bit, is because that's gonna be the opening of the mouth. And we learned that's how you get the full articulation of the mouth.
Crinkle.
Because I mean, you kind of still crinkle, but not as much.
Yeah, not as bad.
Because if you don't do that, you kind of get that weird. It's not really a flat mouth. It's more just like this air of
little stream
of bag. So I hope that makes sense. Let's see more comments. Ali says, "What do you think of Ralph the dog, and do you think they should return him to a main character again?" I think Ralph the dog is awesome. I've always been a big fan of Ralph the dog, and yeah, I think they should. I think a lot of the Muppet characters kind of get lost in the background. And I really like what they did with Muppets Mayhem, and I think why it was so good was because they made you actually care about the Electric Mayhem. Where, we were either all, if you're a Muppet fan, you were a fan of maybe Janice, maybe Animal, maybe Zoot, maybe Dr. Teeth, but, sorry, not Zoot, Floyd. But you really didn't care about them.
Who's also voiced by
Matt.
But, a really good job.
Yeah, which currently now he's voiced by Matt. Originally, it was Jerry Nelson who voiced Floyd. But yeah, again, I think if they do a series like that focusing on those individual Muppets, then they should be good. Let's see. Julia says, "I know where Robin is, but I don't know where the new Thog rebuilt by Jim Krupa is." Yeah, last time I think I seen Thog, if I'm not mistaken, Julia, I think when they had the Jim Henson exhibit, it wasn't in Florida, somewhere else, but they showed that they had several different, bigger, Thog and all the rest of them. And it was not too long ago they did an exhibit and they showed them, not the reboot one, but I believe the old one, an older Thog puppet. I have one more question. Is there another Pan Pan video coming soon? Yep. I try my best to, think of different ideas with Pan Pan. Pan Pan is always after a cookie. So if he's always after a cookie, then as you know, there's always more Pan Pan to go around. So let me know in the comments too what other Pan Pan videos you would like to see. Would love to know that. Or ideas that you have. I have 3 frog puppets. So I have a Kermit the Frog puppet. The second one is from Aurora. His name is Tickles. And the third frog is a folk managed frog puppet, and his name is Robin. Robin, Kermit's cousin. Oh, that's cool. With Justin and with Father. Let me see. Oh, Ali, Dad wants to know what you think of Ralph as well.
Ralph's cool.
Ralph the dog. Kermit, he's your nephew. I'm probably gonna make an Oscar replica so I can be Oscar for Halloween. Oh, that's cool. And I have his legs pop out of his trash can, kind of like what they did with Oscar in Sesame Street Live. That would be cool. You said you're gonna make it, so I would love to see photos or video of that. I think that's super cool and awesome. And that's even cool that you're making it, yourself. It's a better way to go. More quack. All right, yeah, we'll definitely try to have Pan Pan go against quack. Eat the quack. Hey Tori, how's it going? Hey Tori, wow, cool Elmo puppet you're making. Thank you. Welcome, Tori.
We did. Just what they did. We actually added the accents to the eyes.
So he just added the accents to the eyes, as you saw before. It was kind of naked, so he just got a Sharpie and then kind of just traced a dark line around it so it can pop out more.
It's more cartoony.
Yeah, as you see, with Kermit here,
we didn't do that.
But yeah. I mean, you can still do it now, but it just gives more detail and it doesn't look so flat. As you can see, it just pops out more to you. And again, when you guys are making your own paperback puppet, you do it the way that you want. But for us, that just works best and it looks better that way.
That's sweet. Yeah.
Well, in our opinion.
You can do whatever you want to do. That's the fun part about this thing.
Justin, what is your favorite childhood show? You know what? That's a tie. It's a tie between Bear in the Big Blue House and Blue's Clues. I love both those shows. I'm going to have to say Bear as far as my love of puppetry, but yeah, far as just picking one in general, just based off a childhood show. And I mean, there's multiple others that are my favorite. Book of Pooh, JoJo Circus, um, Out of the Box, Roly Poly Oly. Yeah, multiple different shows. And Nickelodeon too. Nickelodeon and Disney. How about you guys? What are your favorite childhood shows? Pan Pan, I Eat Your Cookies. What? My cookies. Mine. Um, Julia, maybe I'm assuming, is the new Thog is in the Creature Shop, aka Jim Henson's Muppet Workshop. I think. Maybe. Again, and and I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys know this. Again, those of you that know Muppets and Puppets and Inside Baseball, always when they're doing and just a little side rant, he's making arms and hands. So once again, he's got the pencil and he's drawing. It's kind of light, so I know you guys probably are having a hard time seeing, but he's drawing a rectangle and he's gonna cut that out. And then once he cuts that out, like he's doing now, you can see it. And then he's gonna glue that on the side of Elmo, and then he'll do the same thing with another arm, legs, and feet, and all that stuff. I totally forgot what I was talking about. Oh, when somebody, when any production, Muppet related or just puppet related in general, and I'm pretty sure you guys know this already, they make multiple sets of that character. Maybe because they want to do a quick costume change and they don't have the time to rely on just the one character, or because certain puppets need to do certain other special things. So if they want like a puppet to fly across, or if they want the puppet to be like, do something crazy, they have multiple sets of that character or that puppet. So within doing research about where is that puppet today, there are multiple different versions. I don't know if you guys saw, but I even posted like that and I found out the guy is actually a follower of me on the channel who's selling Baby Sinclair for, I believe, what is it, 26,000 on eBay. It's one of the original Baby Sinclairs. But he's really cool. He explained to me why he was getting ready to part ways with him, but that character has seen better days as well. Let me see. Rylan says, Pan, I have bad news. Cookies never existed. What? My cookies? Christian and Noah's Fun Toys TV says Roly Poly Oly is a super cool show. I would agree. I would definitely agree. Tori, you say man. Oh no, man. I can't read today. Man, Sesame Street is legendary, being around for over 5 decades and still bringing joy to everybody. Yeah, they're up there with the Simpsons. It just good things and things done well, and as long as they keep the same fun, family-friendly, fun spirit of the show, things can last forever. I think it's when, the reason why we see certain shows go away is because they stop having fun, or they start trying to do things that doesn't really, they want
to put their spin on it.
Yeah, it doesn't coincide with the show. So that's why some things don't last long, and other things that do last long, even after the show's ended, the fans keep it going. So just please remember that, guys. Anything that you love or anything that you like for us fandom wise, they honestly they last and they continue to last forever long because of people like you, because of people like me. When we carry out our fandom of it, even when the show's done, it can still live on forever and ever and ever onto the next generation and the next generation and the next generation when done correctly. Let's see. Here are your cookies, Pan. Oh, the cookies. Thank you. Thank you. Wyatt says, do you still do acting? So unfortunately, Wyatt, I do not do acting anymore. I actually stopped, I believe, I want to say my senior year of high school. It's been a while now, so. But unfortunately, I don't. And my newfound favorite hobby, career, my favorite thing to do is puppetry and talk about it. So along with WWE, wrestling, and a bunch of other stuff, that is definitely my favorite. So unfortunately, I don't act anymore. I would have loved to keep doing it. Where the industry is now, I'll just say this: where the entertainment industry is now, I'm glad that I didn't stay in it, just because there's a lot of other stuff going on. But for the time being, when I was in it and auditioning, it was so much fun. So if you do decide to go into acting, my suggestion is make sure that you have a passion for acting first and foremost, and make sure that even when you don't feel like going, your passion for it will continue to keep you going. You know what I mean? So just make sure that stays with you as you go along. Anything you do, even with puppetry, same thing. Do you still, okay, no, I've already answered that. Who is your favorite Book of Pooh character? Mine is Rue. You know what? I gotta go with Tigger. I think Tigger, and it's a tie between Tigger and Pooh, but I would have to say Tigger. Tigger's my favorite. And then, yep. So, yeah. Again, thank you all that have just jumped on and you're watching. I appreciate it. We're making a Elmo paper bag puppet. So, there's that. And again, this is going to be up for rebroadcast. So if you don't get all the details on how to make your own, definitely this will be up for rebroadcast. Shout out to my awesome dad, Ray, right here. He's definitely, for me personally, I mean, I know everybody has a cool dad, but I'm going to have to say my dad, hands down, is very awesome. So, but outside of that, guys, yeah, let me also know, is everybody kind of catching on? Does this kind of make sense? Like I said, he just...
If you have any questions, please. There's no such thing as a stupid question.
Yeah. He just drew 2 sets of arms.
Here's his hand.
And then he just drew the hand.
That's all freehand. So
this is all freehand drawn. So you just got to really have to have the skills of drawing, which I do not have. All I can draw is a stick figure. So a lot of you out there, like Tori and a bunch of the other people out there that I know who are very, very talented artists, you guys can do this, no problem.
Just try it.
I cannot do this.
The only way to get better
if I try.
Is to keep on trying.
Exactly. So.
And if it doesn't look right the first time, keep on going.
Yeah. So here's his hands, and then you're gonna glue this right down to his arm. So then it'll look like this. So I
used to do one piece.
Yeah, if you want to make it one piece, you can. But for us, we learned it's kind of better with 2 pieces, just in case you mess up or something turns weird. So, and then what it'll look like is kind of look like this. So I'll show you guys. So kind of like that. Probably not so. Yeah, something like that. But yeah. So a lot of this is pretty. I mean, it's pretty basic. You just got to have some type of skill of drawing, and with that also, just kind of having fun with it, and then really just take your time. Like my dad said, there's no rush. Who is your... Nope, I already answered that. Yeah, so if anybody has any questions as far as the paper bag puppet or anything else, I would love to answer it. That's why this is my first time officially going live again on I almost said Facebook, but YouTube. So, and like my dad said earlier, we like to save the scraps. So just make sure that when you guys are making your own,
some scraps you can't save.
Yeah, some are just kind of weird. But if you want like maybe if you wanted to make like a little bit of fur on him, you could maybe glue these pieces on him to give him that furry, shaggy look. If you wanted to.
There's no right or wrong.
Yeah, it's all about what you want to do, and when it's your puppet, hey, you can't go wrong. And for us, honestly, this is the cheapest way I would say to make a puppet. Right, Dad?
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, because it's cardstock.
Yeah.
Fabric.
Yeah, we use cardstock because we know it's more durable.
And then you have to know how to.
If you decide to use construction paper, it works.
But it's not gonna last.
But it doesn't last because it rips very easily. So just make sure that if you have a parent or guardian to help you. If you're older and you're like, I got this, then, I mean, you can still have someone helping you too, but if you're older and you're like, you know what, yeah, I think I would like to use maybe some cardstock, or maybe I would like to use more of construction paper, or you can use a little bit of both, then, it's up to you. But that's how we made a lot of these paper bag puppets, or we started out making these paper bag puppets. But, yeah, no, let me know in the comments also, what is your favorite, did I ask what is your favorite, yeah, let me know what your favorite Sesame Street character is, and why. Would love to know. And if you guys want to see more videos like this, where we go live, maybe every Friday, if that's okay with my dad, we would love to continue this. And I think this would be fun. I know a lot of people actually wanted me to start showing them how to make Jeffy. I mean, if we get enough people asking, and we get enough people, tuning in every week, we'll try our best to do this maybe once a week, once every other week, because this is fun. And, this helps carry out the legacy of puppetry. There's not just one form of puppetry. You can be a puppeteer and do marionettes. You can be a puppeteer and do hand puppets. You can be a puppeteer and do sock puppets. You can be a puppeteer and You can use your own just hand with a bunch of set of eyes on it, like Ubi, you know. So there, like my dad said, there really is no right or wrong. But yeah, so now he's gluing the hand to the arm,
Maybe a
and
little short.
yeah, he's gonna have like basketball player hands. He's gonna be able to be the Kobe or Shaq
A little smaller.
of Sesame Street. He's gonna dunk on Grover. But yeah, guys, if you have any other questions as far as my characters or puppets in general, I'd be more than happy to answer. Checking the chat right now, and if there's anything else you guys want to know as far as puppet wise, and what do I think is the best thing about about making a puppet, or what's the best thing to use, be more than happy to answer questions like that. And I've been loving all you guys' questions so far. So yeah, but yeah, to go back, I would love to see another Muppet movie made. I don't know what it would be about this time, but yeah, I would definitely love to see another one made. And I also heard too that I guess coming to Walt Disney World this let me see, yeah, coming to Walt Disney World during the Christmas time, they're gonna have Piggy and Kermit hosting like this holiday night. So I don't know if you guys are familiar or have heard about that, but I thought that was kind of cool. I just saw that at San Diego Comic-Con they released an Uncle Deadly figure. I don't know what company it's by, but they released Muppet stuff. A guy named Chris who runs the YouTube channel Muppet Stuff. He's got a huge Muppet collection, so I definitely recommend you go check him out on YouTube. Muppet Stuff. Very, 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 very awesome collection. But he posted on his Instagram that San Diego Comic-Con just released a Uncle Deadly figure and a Pepe figure, which I'm very excited about because, you know, how much Pepe stuff do we really see out there? Not much. And if you get it at all, it's like in doses. So I think I've said this before, but some of my favorite like background Muppet characters are like Pepe and Rizzo. You know, and I feel like Disney has definitely brought them, you know, in the light. Let me see. I'm seeing more stuff in the chat. Let me see. How long have you been doing puppets for? It's a great question. Let me see. I've been doing puppets for, I want to say, a good 15 years now. So ever since I was little, and off and on, you know, doing stuff like this. You see, since Bear in the Big Blue House is one of your favorite childhood shows, do you have a favorite episode and a favorite song from the show? Oh, great question, Tori. Yeah, I would have to say the Goodbye song is my favorite, hands down. And then you said, do you have a favorite episode? You know, the Halloween episode is my favorite. Definitely, I think that's a good one. Good choice. Tigger is awesome. Tigger is my favorite character too. Awesome. Justin, did you do a voice in a show like Peppa Pig or Big City Greens or maybe Yo Gabba Gabba? You know what? I actually auditioned. I don't know if anybody's familiar with the show Ni Hao Kailand. I actually auditioned for the tiger character. Fortunately, didn't get it. I did not get it. But at the time when Nick Jr. was auditioning, I actually auditioned for that show. Elmo looks like he's seen something he was not supposed to see. He's shocked. Yeah. It's because Rocco is messing with him again. Are you going to make legs for the paperback book?
Yep.
Yep, that's the plan.
I mean, you don't have to, but we are.
Have you heard of PB&J Otter puppet for the Palace Disney Mall tour? Yes. Actually, being a kid who grew up a 90s baby, grew up in the 2000s. I actually remember going to the mall tour when I was a little kid. My mom actually took me there along with my cousins. And I do remember seeing them. I don't know where they're at, along with the rest of them, because I've heard it. Also, another channel I definitely recommend you guys check out is Jake's Happy Nostalgia Show. Nostalgia Show. There you go. Get my words right. Jake's Happy Nostalgia Show. And they actually interview people who've worked on not only puppet-related projects, but from Muppeteers, actors, composers, voiceover people. So I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys are familiar with them. They have interviewed people that have worked on not only movies and stuff like that, but also in theme parks. So, and they interviewed, I'm forgetting the guy's name, but they just interviewed him, and he was explaining that a lot of the puppets for stuff like Playhouse Disney, stuff like that, do get destroyed. And by the source that I mentioned in the Playhouse Disney video, the Where They Now puppet video, my source told me the same thing, but he also said that a lot of the puppets were saved and are used for other training auditions for the Disney parks. There's Elmo. There he is. Hello, everybody. Let's see. And I apologize, guys. I'm missing some of your comments here, so I'm going back through them. Let me see. Yep. Have you heard? Yep. Okay. How long have you been doing puppets for? Answer that. My dad helps me like you. Awesome. Pan, what if Elmo shares his cookies with you? Me thinking. No. My cookies. Mine. Cookie Monster. Oh, cool. You like Cookie Monster? My favorite Sesame Street character probably is between Big Bird, Oscar, and Snuffy. Good choices. Elmo and his puppy Tango. Nice. Elmo's gonna be balling. Yep. You gotta just put a chain around his neck. Pan, Elmo, eat your cookies. Hello. Hey there, Train Master. How's it going? No, he doesn't. We need more Pepe. Agreed. And more Robin. Agreed. It looks fantastic. Thank you. People were saying it looks fantastic. Oh, cool. Favorite Sesame Street song? You know, you can't go wrong with the intro. You know, the Sesame Street theme song. You can't go wrong with that. But how about you guys? What's your favorite song? Hey, Marcelo, what's up, man? Thank you. He says it looks great.
Oh, cool. Sweet.
Yep. Jake's Happy Nostalgia Show. Do you like game-based puppets? Game-based puppets. What do you mean by game-based? What is your favorite Muppet song? Ooh, good question. These are all great questions. Favorite Muppet song would have to be a tie between Moving Right Along and Mana. I feel like you can't go wrong with any of those. Actually, the Muppet Show theme is also just a favorite of mine as well. So Grover, nice, yeah. Grover is the best. I love everybody. So yeah, really bad impression, but Grover's awesome. And I would love to do more like paperback puppets of like Grover, Cookie, Big Bird. I think that'd be cool. Big Bird, I think would be interesting. But no, Elmo's looking great. Dad, you kicking butt.
Cool.
So now,
that's cool.
Yeah. Now we're doing the legs. Ooh, what's your favorite Muppet? Ooh, that's a good question. Gonzo. Pan, Elmo. Wait, Pan, Elmo, you are sharing cookies. That would be interesting. That would be very, very, very interesting. The multiple times that Pan has had an encounter with Elmo, it hasn't always gone the best, mainly because Pan doesn't want to share. Sam and Boob are trying their best to get Pan to share. It's just, timing. It's all about timing and being patient with a very, very, very angry panda who doesn't want you to take his cookies. But yeah. So now he is drawing the legs, which are very easy. It's just a rectangle, and he's cutting it out, as you see. And then he's going to glue that to the bottom right here. And you definitely want to make sure you space it out, because since your hand's going like this, you don't want the legs too close. I mean, they can be, but you just want to make sure you have room when you're puppeteering the paperback puppet. You don't want to have it too much, like I can't move, and you want to be kind of, to your best ability, somewhat comfortable. But according to what I've heard, the grapevine, if you're uncomfortable, and this is dealing, of course, with hand puppets, you're doing it correctly. If you're comfortable, you're doing it wrong. Yeah. So as you see now, and what we're gonna do is too, when he's all done, he's going to we talked about accenting, right?
Yeah, like I already did with the eyes.
Yeah. So he did this with the chin, the eyes, and the nose, and you can do this with multiple things too. He can also we can, if we wanted to, and I don't know if you would, Dad, but you can add little streaks and stuff like that to simulate fur. You don't have to. So it's all depending on how you want to go about doing so. And maybe in the future, you never know, we could also do a paper bag puppet giveaway. That could be also a thing. Maybe in the future. No promises. But yeah, hey, let me know too, how'd you find out about my channel? I would love to know, did you stumble upon one of my crazy Pan videos? Or did you maybe stumble upon one of my Where are they now? Puppet videos. Would love to know. How did you find out about Justin Talks Puppets? And yeah, or did you watch one of the folk? I know a lot of people are loving the Disney Folk Manus puppets. It's sad that those are retired now. I wish Folk Manus would make more, because I feel like, you know, a lot of people would love to see more characters made into Disney puppets. But you know, for what it's worth, I'm glad that they made Mickey, Goofy, Donald, Daisy, Pluto, Simba, Doug, Remy, and the other ones that they made. They made a good few, I'll admit. So, and I would love to know, did you know, for the time being, were you able to get your hands on a Disney Folk Manus puppet? Because I know they're retired now and they're very hard to find now. Someone sent me a message the other day showing me that those Folk Manus puppets, well, not all of them, but for some reason there was a Donald Duck that a kid online ended up buying, and then it ended up being a knockoff. So it wasn't even a real Disney Folk Manus, and he bought it off of Amazon. So just be careful out there when going and buying other Folk Manus, well, Disney puppets from Amazon. I hope it, you know, doesn't look like it. You know, you see it online, and you're like, oh, it looks like it, and then you get it, and it's off a Wish. And he said the way he knew it wasn't the real Donald because it looked off, and it didn't come with the Folk Manus tag. So whoever's out there overseas doing their due, they're making knockoff versions of those puppets.
His feet should be bigger.
What do you guys think? Should his feet be bigger, or do you think that's a good size? And I'll wait in the comments to see what people say. Good point. Where did you get Pan Pan? Folk Manus sent me Pan Pan, and then I ended up giving Pan Pan a facelift, and he has a new set of eyes, mouth, nose, all the other stuff. So I updated that character. Let's see. Do you know about Rocco? Yes, I do. Rocco is just a rock. Will you be doing any Gonzo videos? Puppet Chaos, you know, I used to. I believe I still do have some videos out there. If you type in like Great Gonzo at Disneyland or Great Gonzo at Comic-Con, a few of my videos on my older channel pop up. I unfortunately try not to do as much now because of, you know, him being a copyrighted character, and that was kind of like my launching pad, was to, you know, get my craft down, get out there, be seen, you know, learn what it means to improv and do all that type of stuff, and then kind of break away and, you know, continue to do my own type of stuff. Let's see. Reading more comments here.
The bigger the better. A little bigger.
Okay. In the Muppet movie scene, Fozzie Bear told Kermit to turn left at the fork in the road. There's literally a fork in the road. Yep. Hey, Brian. How's it going? Have your fans ever tried to get more videos on your channel more than Kermit's? Sorry, I put Kermit's butt in there. Huh? Have your fans ever tried to get more videos on your channel more than Kermit's? I would need you to clarify. Confused. Can you do a puppet of Grimace from McDonald's? That would be funny. Do you mean like a paperback puppet, or do you mean like a regular like hand puppet? What was a puppet you were scared of as a kid? Oh, that's good. I would have to say Chucky. Chucky is scary. Chucky. Good. Looks fine. People said looks fine. Do you love Zoe Monster from Sesame Street? Zoe? Yeah. Zoe is she's funny. When it comes to, I think what made everyone kind of remember how kind of sassy and stuff Zoe is when she's dealing with ELMO and Rocco. I think that, even though I know that was filmed a couple like early 2000s, I feel like that revived Zoe's and Elmo's relationship. And Zoe, I believe, is puppeteered and voiced by Fran Brill, if I'm not mistaken. It looks weird. It looks like Elmo is he's got.
He's an alien.
Yeah, he's an alien. He's got dots and stuff on his chest. Now he can have ears. Now he's Yoda. Master Yoda.
Do whatever you want to do.
But yeah. So that is how the feet we were. The size he wasn't make. Yeah, you're right. That's better. Better.
Can't be ginormous.
Yeah, I get you.
Real small.
What was your first Kermit plush? That would have to be when I went to Disney's California Adventure, and right outside of the Muppet Vision 3D little queue area, they had like a little shop. So that was my first time buying a Kermit plush, if my memory serves me correctly. Right, Dan?
I believe so, yeah.
Yoda actually sounds like Grover. Actually, yep, that's because they're one and the same. Frank Oz. Well, now it's Eric Jacobson, but originally Frank Oz. That's a good question, guys. What is your favorite Muppet performer and why? Do any of you guys have a favorite Muppet performer? It looks like a music note, kind of, when you look at it. Yeah. What was the... Yeah. Oh, yeah, it looks better. What was the first puppet you ever made? That would have to be the sock puppet. Sock puppet me. But if you mean like puppet, that would have to be Sam the Ham. I think I said this before, but if I have, I'm sorry if I'm sounding like a broken record. But I am a huge fan of the Muppet Pigs. Don't ask me why. The background Muppet Pigs. I think they're just hilarious and awesome. And so I wanted like my very own version of a Muppet Pig. And that ended up in me creating a character named Sam the Ham. And my dad and I both tried to give it a shot using Google puppet pattern images. And then we ended up taking him to Swazzle. And Swazzle was like, no, you might want to go about, you did good, but here's a better way to, go about, making Sam better. And it was really helpful. And we learned a lot. And going forward now, we know how to make, puppets and stuff better. And yeah, and the new Sam that you guys see now is not the Sam that we made. He was actually made by Avery Jones from Inside My Brain Comedy, only because I really like Avery's work that he does when he makes certain puppet characters and the way that they look, and I feel like he could definitely execute that well. Do you love Are You Super Serial? Their channel is funny. I'm not a huge fan of Are You Super Serial, but I do think some of the videos are pretty funny. My favorite videos from them are when Elmo and Kermit are going through the drive-thru at Taco Bell and getting a Baja Blast. I think those are hilarious. I'm Yoda. What would it be like if Kermit changed his voice? I think that would be interesting. I think Kermit switching voices with Yoda for a day would be very, very funny. And maybe, Matt wouldn't get as much hassle and stuff for being Kermit if he was Yoda Kermit for a day. But yeah, no, I think personally too, I would love to see more Muppet related stuff in the Disney parks. I think that'd be cool. What is your favorite Mickey Mouse shorts you puppet perform with Disney Folk Madness puppets? Oh, that's a good question, Brian. You know what? My favorite would have to be when Mickey and Goofy, and I think Mickey was getting ready to meet Minnie, and her apartment was on fire. And that's in like the compilation of those Disney TikToks. I think that was my favorite because we actually went to a local outdoor mall that's near us, and we actually got to film it there outside. And people were like, "Oh, what are you guys doing?" And we're like, "Oh, we're filming something for TikTok." And got to take some pictures with some people with Mickey and Goofy, and my girlfriend helped me with that. So those were so much fun to make. I wish I can remake those again, but with copyright and the sound and just how far TikTok has come, yeah, they'll copyright strike you in a hot minute. And like I said again, it's better that I do my own stuff. If I do decide to pop in a copyrighted character here and there, it's to maybe interact with my characters, and then make some type of little funny skit. But once again, I do not own those characters, so I try not to use them, really at all. But do you like Disney? Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I am. I'm a Disney fan at heart. Grew up with their movies as a kid. Grew up going there as a kid. But it's changed a lot. Do you love Hassan, Kadar, and Donald Duck? I don't agree with the way they go about doing stuff. I think if you can refrain from cussing and or saying anything vulgar with the character, like super, super vulgar with a character, I think that attracts more people to your content versus being super, super just vulgar. I think you don't really need that, and it's like almost like bad and done in bad taste. So, but if you're a fan of them both, Donald Duck really doesn't cuss with the Donald Duck puppet, but Mickey does. The Hassan guy, does. So I'm not a fan of people that really are vulgar with a character. I think that's just done in bad taste, but that's my opinion. And there's some people that love it. They like it, and hey, like we said again, if you like something and someone else doesn't, that's why everyone has an opinion. That's why everybody can like what they like. And if you do, great. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of those type of puppet channels. If I'm being honest.
So far, we trimmed the edge because it's looking weird. So now it looks like it connects to his feet.
Yep. So he ended up gluing almost feet to the bottom. So I don't know if you guys see this here. So we'll do a quick little kind of pan. Whoop. So we'll go like this. So here's the feet, the legs, the body.
He's almost there.
Hands, the arms, and the face. And that even goes for, with SML2. I used to watch a couple of their videos here and there, but if something was just too vulgar or too much cussing or it seemed like we just learned how to cuss, then I was like, okay, yeah, I'm done. I turned it off. So, I'm not a fan of that. But again, like I said, to each his own. Dad, what's your comments on things like that? People that, because he's seen some of those videos as well.
More family friendly, you get more, in a selfish way, you'll get more people that watch you. If you're more vulgar with it, then you'll get less people and you eliminate half your audience.
Yeah.
So it's always better to stay family friendly than to be vulgar with it.
It kind of does you a disservice. But again, like I said,
if that's how you roll.
Yeah, that doesn't, no one can, because someone could say the same thing about me and be like, well, I don't think you should be family friendly. I think you should be vulgar and I should be, but we would just agree to disagree, And again, that's why there are those channels out there that do that. Again, don't agree with that, but everyone has their own channel, their own content, their own page. You do you. Let's see. Is Gonzo have more love than a chicken? Is Gonzo have more love than a chicken? I don't know what that means. Can you do a Fozzie voice? No. I wish I could. I could do the waka waka. Waka waka. And that didn't even sound like Fozzie.
You could do the Muppets one.
The Muppets. Waka waka. That's the best I can do.
That's Muppets.
To do Fozzie's voice, my hat goes off to those that can. And I feel like you almost have to have I want to say rubbery, but a very Frank Oz-ish voice, or find that Oz-ish voice in somewhere in there, and you'll be able to do it. Can you do a Ernie voice? Yep. Hello there, Bert. Rubber ducky, you're the one. So yeah, it's pretty much Kermit when you think about it. Oh gee, hi there, Bert. Who is your favorite Bear in the Big Lost character? A lot of times, and I'm sorry if I sound like a broken record with this, it's always going to be a tie for me because that's just how good the characters are. For me, it's a tie between Bear, Tutter, and Trilo. I think those are my favorites. And as far as background characters in Bear, they're part of the main set, so they're not really background. But Pip and Pop are pretty funny. But for me, it's a tie between Bear, Trilo, and Tutter. How can you not love Tutter? How can you not love Trilo? And how can you not love Bear? And the whole cast for that example. But okay, so now he's getting ready to put that mouth plate in. So like we showed earlier of why we explained why you need a glue gun, brother. Yeah, you do need a glue gun for this part because this is where it gets pretty interesting. So like we said, when you're doing this, you definitely want to cut. So if you have a regular paper bag, right, and you flip it over like so, and with the little flat part, the bottom flat part, this line right here, you want to cut, not cut like this. Make sure it's like this.
You're not something on Rocky saying hi.
Yep, Rocky saying hi. When you decide to cut, so just kind of like this cut. So cut. And that way, then the mouth can be open like this. I don't know if you guys can kind of see that. That makes some sort of sense. Hang on. Woo. Alrighty. See, yep. So as you see here, that's what he did. See the cuts? See? And he didn't cut it completely off. It's still there. But it's because he's going to glue this part of the mouth plate here. Sorry, my bad. Here. He's going to glue it right there. He's going to do that. He's going to glue it to this. And then what you'll end up getting is this sort of thing. See? So yeah, that's what you'll end up getting. And then when you glue it, there's going to be a crease here, and then that gives you that type of thing like that. So that's how you were able to move it. I mean, you still hear crinkle, crinkle, but not as much, you know? So that's kind of the, the point to do in the mouth. And then again, guys, for those of you that are younger, if you're doing anything like this, dealing with scissors, heat, glue,
Make sure your mom and dad are okay with it.
yep, make sure you have a parent or guardian's permission, and you do have either you have their permission or they're supervising you, because we don't want anyone being like, oh, thanks to Justin Dog's Puppets, I burned my hand.
Set my house to my fire.
It's set my house on fire. I cut open my hand. We don't want anything like that. We want as less much that you can of going to the doctor. We don't want anybody go visiting no hospital for any puppet building injury. That's not good. So less puppet building injuries, the better. Let's see.
I was waiting for the. If you wonder why there's a lull in the action, we're
waiting on the glue gun to heat up. So who's your favorite Bear in the Big Blue House character? Yeah, Ernie sounds like Kermit. Jim Henson is Steve Whitmire. Bert sounds like Fozzie Bear, kinda. Frank Oz and Eric Jacobson. Yep, there was a Pajanimals live in 2011, I think. Oh, that's cool. Get your Pajanimals on as I shake the camera. Nope. My phone's doing something weird.
But guys, we're almost there.
Yep. Almost there. Moving right along in such a good time and good. Okay. My phone wants me to rotate it. I'm not trying to rotate your phone. Hope everybody can still see. Have you seen the Europe Bear in the Big Blue House McDonald's plush? We just ordered. Oh, no, I haven't. Wait, is it the... They're not keychains, are they? Am I thinking of the Subway toys? That's pretty cool. But yeah, guys, pretty much, long story short, whatever you decide to watch as far as puppet related, I definitely want to say that if you ever just want to know, like, I want to say like real puppetry, but I would definitely make sure that, if you want to, take it seriously, I would watch certain behind the scenes things with Jim Henson. I would watch certain behind the scenes things with Sesame Street, because it definitely opens your eyes and makes you realize that puppetry is it's an art form, but at the same time, it does take a lot of skill and acting skill and building a character and just being creative, and it's fun. Who's your favorite Pajanimals character? My friend Roman really likes that show. I'm familiar with those characters. I didn't grow up with the show, because I think it was a little after my time of when I was really watching a lot of little kids TV shows. Not saying you can't, but yeah, I don't. Yeah, Pajanimals was my favorite show when I was little. See you, Justin. All right, William. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. So yeah, guys. So now we're just waiting on this glue gun to heat up, and once it heats up, we can glue the mouth in, or the mouth plate in, and yeah, it's all good. You make sure we got the time here. Got nothing but time. So as you guys see, the process is pretty easy depending on how much detail you put on your character. Elmo's pretty easy. It's either basic parts, arms, legs, feet, what have you. So
it's ready. So when you go to glue this thing in, what you're gonna do is you're gonna take his head and flip it that way.
So can you show it again? But kind of.
Yeah. See here.
Yeah.
In the back.
Yep.
You're gonna flip it that way.
Like that. So all the way back.
And there's
Boom.
a pocket right here that you cut.
You guys can see that.
In here. I guess it helped.
So he slid the rectangle mouthpiece
in the little slit.
In a little slit pocket. So he slid it into here. Once it's cut, he slid it right into here.
Now you take your glue gun.
Yep.
And glue that bad boy in there. Just a line of glue will be fine. I used to go crazy, but you don't really need it because it's not going to go nowhere. And it's probably what you need to parents, because this is hot right now.
Yep.
I'm burning my fingers as we speak.
Yep.
But I'm suffering for the art. It's not going nowhere.
Yeah.
And then you're going to take and glue it to the bottom part of this thing.
like that.
You're not gonna go crazy.
Nope.
Just enough.
Yep. And I don't think you said it, but you're using a cardboard piece, right?
Yep. Actually, I'm using a cardboard piece. When you go to the post office, they have free. That's probably wrong. Probably post office gonna knock on the door, but they have free first class. I mean, free prior to mail envelopes that are made out of cardboard. So if you are on a budget, you just go there and you get that, and you're good.
And you can use that.
Yep. And then sometimes you have to adjust this mouthpiece because it gets weird. So
Yeah.
you have to adjust it.
Sometimes you have to. You bring it.
Oh, sorry. We're gonna see it's off right here, so we're gonna take and trim this a little bit. Probably don't have to, but we're gonna do it anyways because.
So it's not overlapping. Do you have any Roly Poly Oly plush or merchandise? Yes, actually, I have some figures from the Disney store.
We found at a thrift store.
We found at a thrift store. I have a promotional VHS tape, and they found at a thrift store. And I have several books, Roly Poly Oly books, and then I have. Yep, and then I have a Roly Poly DVD. I believe I showed that. If you guys go and do me a favor and check out my Band of Big Blue House collection review. And if you go back and you check out my Book of Pooh collection review, I show several things, Playhouse Disney related things that I have. So I would definitely go check that video out. I think you'll enjoy it. On my TV, it's showing an ad for ELMO tissues. That's funny. How ironic is that? That's funny. Wait, one more. Can you do a Sam the Ham show? Like me create a Sam the Ham show? What would that be for YouTube? Would hey, if anybody out there, because we know several people who work in the entertainment industry, but if you guys would love to see, I don't know if he means online or actually on TV. But that would be cool to actually do a Sam the Ham show. I think that'd be fun. From time to time, I also do live puppet shows. So I go out and about to different kid events, libraries, kid conventions. I performed at childcare places, and we've done puppet shows live and stuff like that. I believe that's also on the channel. I have if you type in Justin Talks Puppets Little Mermaid Show, you'll see some of the shows that we've done live, and we teach kids about reading and literature and all that stuff. So now he's gluing in the mouth. So this is the cardstock black mouth plate piece.
Yeah, then you use Elmer's glue.
He used Elmer's glue onto the cardboard piece.
On the cardboard piece,
yeah. So he said one more time. I was over.
Yeah, you this right here.
You use Elmer's glue.
The glue stick.
Glue stick.
Yeah. On
the construction paper. If you're using construction paper or cardstock.
Yeah, because you don't use a glue gun on that because it'll get weird.
Yeah. So the glue gun
is
for the cardboard piece because the cardboard piece will hold it, and it makes the puppet last longer. As you see with this, it's pretty stiff. And then we take the cardstock of whatever the mouth color is and glue that to the cardboard. So I hope that makes sense. I don't know. It's asking me to rotate my device.
Get the excess before it dries. The Elmer's glue.
Yep.
Just like that. Get all the excess off.
But I hope you guys can see what I'm seeing. I hope it's not
Okay, now the fun part. This is dry. What you're gonna do is you're gonna take and bend his head back on that line.
Yep.
Where we're at.
Yep. There you go.
Boom.
William says yes, do a Sam the Ham show on YouTube. That's funny, William. Actually, I do have a YouTube channel that I did a long time ago called Sam the Ham TV on YouTube. If you type in Sam the Ham TV, SAMTHE, Ham, HAM, TV, all together, you got to type it out all together, Sam the Ham TV, you'll see that we actually had several skits and we've done several videos. The channel did okay. I had fun doing it. I collabed with a couple of my friends, and my girlfriend would help me. But yeah, I definitely enjoy this a lot more because I'm able to talk about puppetry and history and making puppets and designing puppets and creating puppets. So I this definitely is what I like to talk about a lot, if you can tell. Hence the name, Justin Talks Puppets. But yeah.
Okay, and it looks like we're done.
Yeah, so there's Elmo in all his glory. Let's do a quick pan up. What do you use to do live streams on TikTok? Well, I use my phone. Some people use their they have actual cameras that they use, and they hook up certain USB cables from their phone to their computer to, you can use anything. Honestly, though, the easy answer is use your phone. And then I don't know if you still have to be eligible on TikTok. I believe you have to have up to 1,000 followers, and then you're able to go live. So I do believe that's on TikTok. But yeah.
We're officially done.
But unfortunately, I haven't gone live on TikTok in a while. But yeah, guys, so that's how you make your very own Elmo paper bag puppet. I would love to see. I got to do the honors. So here's the back of him here. And now you can talk with him.
Hello, everybody. La 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 la, la 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 la, Elmo's World.
Don't want to do that too much today. I'll get copyrighted. But anyway, there's Elmo in all his glory. We can, like we said, if it's up to you, if you want to add detailing to him, we can add like little shaggy stripes on him to, simulate fur. And but there's Elmo. And then, he doesn't have a tongue or anything like that. So very, very easy, very basic, very simple. Huge shout out to you, Dad. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to do this and help me. And yeah, guys, so I hope this makes sense. Let me know in the chat if you're going to try to attempt to make your own Elmo paper bag hand puppet. Would love to see those. And yeah, let me know what you think of what the one we made. And please, please, please feel more than free to tag me. I would love to see them. And if for any other character that you decide to make, I'm going to read a few of these rest of these comments, and then I'm going to skedaddle so I can let you guys enjoy the rest of your Friday. Wow, Elmo looks cool. I've made a lot of paper puppets like Chuck E. Cheese. That's cool, right? Wait, Christian, are you the same one that made... I believe you made your very own... Like you said, you made your own very paper bag puppets, but you made several others. I'm drawing a blank, but I do remember that. I think you made a blue. You showed me that you made like your very own blue replica paper bag puppet, which I thought was awesome. And thank you, Julia. Julia said Elmo looks awesome. So cool. And glad you enjoy it. Please let me know in the chat. Are you guys gonna attempt to make your very own? I would love to see it. Or again, your very own Sesame Street character. Let me know, guys. Would you also like to see, again, some more other characters that we could do? If it's okay with my dad, I know he would also like to make more.
The basic thing about making the paper bag puppet is they're all the same. I mean, it's paper bag and it's a cardstock.
Doesn't get any easier than that. I don't know I'm doing the Kermit yet.
The rest is your imagination.
Rocco's just a rock. La 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 la.
So yeah, there's Elmo in.
And I'm sure Justin will be doing a separate video with Elmo.
Yep.
Soon.
Yep. So bye, Elmo loves you.
Bye bye, Elmo loves you. Just kiss. Mwah. Mwah.
So, hey guys, hope you enjoyed it. Definitely, please let me know in the comments what you want to see more of for the next time. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate you. And yeah, I will catch you on the flip side. All right, guys, have an awesome Friday. Bye. Dad.
See ya.